Jim Bushy will bring the Solid Rock Carriers Car Store pace car off out of turn 4. Brendan Queen will have the opportunity to lead us to green as Anthony Goodyear waves the green flag, and the Carolina 125 presented by Milam Equipment Rentals is underway from New River All-American Speedway.
Great start by Carson Quapple on the outside, that number 8. Man, I thought that Brennan Butterby Queen was going to get a better restart than he did, but I think he took it a little bit slower than he anticipated. He's going to get a run, Carson Quapple, on the outside and sail it off into turns 1 and 2. Brennan Butterby Queen forced to hold down that 0-3 the inside. Jacob Hefner not far behind him, and here he comes now, who we just talked about, the number 16. It's Chad McCumbee.
Top 4 all there right on top of one another. And we talked a little bit before we went on air during qualifying that I'd be curious to see how Butterby would approach this race, because at tracks like this, he traditionally is big on saving.
See Chad McCumbee, a little bit of run on the outside now, going to compete for that lead early on.
So McCumbee is the one who looks like he wants to go to the front and figure this out, as McCumbee will jump ahead of Brendan Queen. I was just about to make the point. Our pole time for Brendan Queen was a 16.002. Last time by 17.6 seconds. So they are over a second and a half off the pace. Working on Chad McCumbee. And while you're looking at the battle for the race lead, I will make the point that the last lap time for Chad McCumbee, a 17.995, almost 2 seconds off of the pole time.
Logan Clark going to take the lead now. The number 15, that rookie to the car store, going to lead his first time here. His crew members even said last night, they said, we want to lead a lap in this series. He's going to do so now, crossing the start-finish line. We have a new leader there, Logan Clark. Looking ahead for him, he's actually really excited for the Martinsville event coming up in 2 weeks.
Logan Clark, Landon Huffman to lead us back to the green as Brandon Willard unfurls the green flag. We're back at it, and Clark will get a good jump by maybe a car length or car length and a half, call it. He'll jump ahead, and here comes McCumbee to the inside of Huffman for second.
Cars all over the back. Connor Jones, Carson Quapple, and Ronnie Bassett Jr. going to make moves all behind the top 3. Throw a blanket over them now. You see Chad McCumbee in second place. Connor Jones going to apply a little bit of pressure from behind, peek to the inside. He's not going to do anything about it. Pulls on back. Landon Huffman trying to squeeze back now into the 4th place position.
Connor into the inside for the race lead, potentially underneath. Logan Clark trying to get the lead potentially before the competition caution.
Track position can mean everything, especially if it is for the lead, Logan Clarkson. I'm not going to give it up that easy, though. Brandon Pierce in jeopardy of getting lapped, though, right before we go to the caution. Going to affect this battle for the lead just a little bit. Chad McCumbee edging now a little bit there on the back straight A. Connor Jones is going to sit back and watch it all take place.
Connor Jones is right there. If either one of these two slip up, working our way within the last 3 laps before we get the competition caution. McCumbee is right there on the rear bumper of Brandon Pierce. You know that this trio of Diaz and Burrow and Pierce is picking up the pace now because they have no choice. There are no free passes, no lucky dogs here in the car store, so you have to stay on the lead lap if you want a shot to win this race. Connor Jones to the inside of the 16 of Chad McCumbee for the lead.
A little bit of bump by the 44 to let Chad McCumbee know that he's there. The 16 moved up out of the group. He's going to let him go. He's going to dip back behind him and give him a bump right on back. Chad McCumbee not playing any games here. Going to let Connor Jones take the lead now, the number 44.
It's a dangerous combination out front. Connor Jones.
Here he comes. Brennan Butterbean Queen to the outside. The number 8 of Carson Quapple.
Butterbean to the outside here. This is 1 and 2 in the championship. This is 3 and 4 on the racetrack. And Butterbean will take over third at the stripe, but he's only maybe a car length or 2 back of Chad McCumbee from getting second. And then it's all about the chase to go run down Connor Jones in the final 20 laps of this race, as Butterbean will head to the outside and try and make quick work of the McCumbee Elliott Racing machine. That Ford Mustang on the bottom trying to hang on, but just not quite enough. Butterbean completes the pass. pass. Brendan Queen to second here. 22 laps to go.
Wow, Brennan Butterbean Queen going to continue to roll that outside all the way up to second place.
Fighting for that 9th position. He will have it at the stripe, but Tyrell will fight back on the outside with 10 laps to go.
Tyrell going to fight right back there, sliding just a little bit in the corners. Here comes Deke McCaskill, the veteran of the Cars Tour, has raced in this series ever since its inception. He's over 90 races with the series. We're going to go 3 wide now.
They bounce off of each other entering turn 1. McCarty and Tyrell into each other, and that gives McCaskill the opportunity to drive underneath both of them and take over at least 1 spot as McCarty will fall back, maybe 2, if he can clear Mini Tyrell into turn 1.
McCarty had to get out of the gas there to prevent from wrecking both of them. Here comes Deke McCaskill. He's made his way. He's going to get by the 81. So far, no contact between the two of them, though. Donuts all over the left side of the number 81.
Beautiful work there. That's veteran racecraft at play from one of the most experienced drivers in the Solid Rock Carriers Cars Tour as Deke McCaskill makes the jump and goes from 11th to 9th. As you get a good look at Connor Jones here working lap traffic, and there is Butterbean. It is now down to just about a second. Oh, trouble. Ryan Millington and Bobby McCarty in trouble. Yellow flag is out with 5 laps to go. Connor Jones looking for his first win since Tri-County a year ago. Brendan Queen trying to get back to victory lane for the first time since North Wilkesboro. Into the KRC power steering restart zone they go. Green flag back out. Jones ahead by about half a car length into 1 and 2.
Great restart by Jones, able to hold his own. Brennan Butterbean Queen squeezed up a little bit into the wall, going to steal it off to the outside, has the momentum. Ronnie Bassett's going to look to the inside, blocked by Connor Jones.
This got interesting. Jones slipped on the exit of turn 4. That allowed Butterbean to get to his outside, and now they're 3 wide momentarily. Butterbean to the lead. Here comes Ronnie Bassett to the inside. The Lexington, North Carolina native looking for his first win as we approach 5 laps to go.
5 laps to go. Ronnie Bassett Jr. looks to have something for the 0-3 of Butterbean, going to reel it in.
Just a nudge on the exit of turn 4 to the inside of Butterbean. He goes. Bassett, Butterbean, door to door down the back straightaway.
Door to door, 3 laps to go. We have the best of the best, the 0-3, the 0-4 side by side. Bassett a little bit loose though. Connor Jones hoping to take advantage.
That slip could be really, really big because that gave Butterbean not only the track position, but a gap of maybe just a car length. That might be all he needs. There might be 1 more charge here for Ronnie Bassett as they come to 2 laps to go at the stripe.
He's going to have to be strategic in order to take it away from this 0-3, who's had the momentum. He's played the strategy perfectly. Ronnie Bassett dives down deep into the inside of turn 2. He's going to do the same move as before. Turns 3 and 4, nose down to the inside. He's going to go to peak and blocked by Butterbean.
He slid to the outside. White flag here at New River All-American Speedway. 1 more opportunity for Ronnie Bassett to make something happen to the inside. He goes down the back straightaway to the bumper. He goes Butterbean to the inside. He goes up the racetrack. They bounce off of one another and slide up the racetrack. And Brendan Butterbean Queen will hold on in a thriller of a finish to go to victory lane in the Carolina 125, presented by Milam Equipment Rentals, and go back to victory lane in the Solid Rock Carriers Cars Tour for the first time since North Wilkesboro Speedway back in May.